guys, it's Laura here. So today's video is pretty darn special because I'm doing another installment of Monologue Monday, which I love doing Monologue Monday videos. I haven't done one for a fair while, but this particular episode is not totally a monologue. I mean, it's only me that's performing, but I'm performing as 4 different characters. So as a lot of you know, I've just come off of doing a show. I've come off of doing Love's Labour's Lost by William Shakespeare, which was such an awesome project, and I miss it so much because I was surrounded by some amazingly talented people doing something that I love and finding a love for Shakespeare. I have this thing when I'm in shows that I will learn lines incredibly quickly. So I'll learn my lines and then the lines of the people in my scene, so like the people before and after my line, so I know what comes before and after, and then I end up learning the whole scene. Then I end up learning the scene before and after, so I know my cues. But then I'll end up learning the whole bloody script. I didn't end up learning the whole script for our abridged version of Love's Labours. I ended up learning certain scenes that I wasn't even in, which is ridiculous. I learned the entirety of Act 1, Scene 1, which is what you're going to see today. You're going to see the first half of Act 1, Scene 1 of Love's Labour's Lost, our abridged version, and I'm going to be playing the 4 lords. All 4 of them. This is going to be pretty fun. So I'm going to be playing the King, Berowne, Dumaine and Longaville, and 2 the original lords in our Love's Labour's Lost production. So the King was played by Jake, Matt was Berowne, Fraser was Longaville, and Chloe was Dumaine. You guys are amazing. This is no way a parody of how you guys played it. This is just my interpretation of the script. So don't take it as a parody of you guys because you guys are awesome. You totally rock those characters and I love you all. Mwah. Without much ado, hashtag Shakespeare puns, here is my interpretation of Love's Labour's Lost, Act 1, Scene 1, Part 1. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Let fame, that all hunt after in our lives, live registered upon our brazen tombs, and grace us in the disgrace of death. When, spite of cormorant-devouring time, the endeavour of this present breath may buy that honour that shall bait his side's keen edge and make us heirs of all eternity. You 3, Berowne, Dumaine, and Longaville, have sworn for 3 years' time to live with me, my fellow scholars, and keep those statutes that are recorded in this schedule here. Your oaths are passed, and now subscribe your names that his own hand may strike his honour down and violate the smallest branch herein. If you are armed to do as sworn to do, subscribe to your deep oaths, and keep it too. I am resolved. 'Tis but a 3 years' fast. The mind shall banquet, though the body pine. My loving lord, Dumaine is mortified. To love, to wealth, to pomp, I pine and die with all these living in philosophy. I can but say their protestation over. So much, dear liege, have I already sworn, that is, to live and study here for 3 years. But there are other strict observances, as not to see a woman in that term, which I hope well is not enrolled there. And 1 day in a week to touch no food, and but 1 meal on every other day beside, the which I hope well is not enrolled there. Oh, these are barren tasks, too hard to keep, not to see ladies, study, fast, not sleep. Your oath is passed to pass away from these. Well, let me say no, my liege, and if you please, I only swore to study with your grace, and stay here in your court for 3 years' space. You swore to that, Berowne, and to the rest. By yea and nay, sir. Then I swore in jest. What is the end of study, let me know? Why, that to know which else we should not know. Things hidden barred, you mean, from common sense? Aye, that is study's godlike recompense. Oh, come on then. I will swear to study so, to know the thing I am forbid to know. Swear this to me, and I will ne'er say no. These be the stops that hinder study quite, that train our intellects to vain delight. Why, all delights are vain, but that most vain which with pain purchased doth inherit pain, as painfully to pore upon a book, while truth the while doth falsely blind the eyesight of his look. Light seeking light doth light of light beguile. So, here you find where light in darkness lies, your light grows dark by losing of your eyes. How well he's read, to reason against reading. Proceeded well, to stop all good proceeding. He weeds the corn, and still lets grow the weeding. The spring is near when green geese are a-breeding. How follows that? Fits in its place and time. In reasons, nothing. Something then in rhyme. Berowne is like an envious, sneaping frost that bites the firstborn infants of the spring. Well, say I am. Why should proud summer boast before the birds have any cause to sing, huh? Why should I join an abortive birth? I'll sit you out. Go home, Berowne. Adieu. No, my good lord, I have sworn to stay with you. Give me the paper. Let me read the same, and to the strictest decrees I will write my name. How well this yielding rescues thee from shame. Item, that no woman should come within a mile of my court. Hath this been proclaimed? 4 days ago. Let's see the penalty. On pain of losing her tongue. Who devised this penalty? Marry, that did I. Sweet lord, and why? To fright them hence, with that dread penalty. A dangerous law against gentility. Item, if any man be seen to talk with a woman within the term of 3 years, he shall endure such public shame as the rest of the court can possibly devise. Aha! This article, my liege, yourself must break. For well you know, here comes in embassy the French king's daughter with yourself to speak. A maid of grace and complete majesty, about surrender up of Aquitaine to her decrepit, sick, and bedrid father. Therefore, this article is made in vain. Or vainly come the admired princess hither. What say you, lords? This was quite forgot. We must force dispense with this decree. She must lie here on mere necessity. Necessity? Necessity will make us all forsworn 3,000 times in this 3 years' space. For every man by his effects is born, not by my masters, but by special grace. If I break faith, this word shall speak for me. I am forsworn on mere necessity. So, to the laws at large, I write my name, and he who breaks them in the least decree stands in an attainder of eternal shame. But I believe, while I do seem so loath, I am the last that will keep his oath. But is there no quick recreation granted? Aye, that there is. Our court, you know, is haunted with a refined traveller of Spain. Oh, Armado! A most illustrious wight, a man of fire and new words, and fashion's own knight. Costard the swain, and he shall be our sport, so to study 3 years is but short.